What was that? Just a second. No, don't be stupid. Donald Trump, he ain't gonna U-turn on the tariffs. See, the word tariff is such a beautiful word. It's his favourite word in the world. And so just yesterday, he was telling us all, while he was standing at the podium with his little bow tie on and saying that all the countries were calling him up. They were calling him up, suckling on his little chocolate starfish that they were. Yeah, kissing his arse. Well, that's how he put it. Well, frankly, I agree with Caroline Levitt, the press secretary. She said that unless you have read The Art of the Deal, you are not going to understand a Donald Trump. No. You won't understand how his mind works. Yes, Art of the Deal by J.R. Hartley. Actually, by Donald J. Trump. That's it. The book for which apparently he did not write. Well, actually, no, he didn't. And also, apparently, he has not read either. No. Well, you see, I have the facts in front of me. Don't listen to all those other channels telling you all the old gobbledygook. Listen to me and my gobbledygook instead. Yes, Donald Trump has announced a 90-day pause. Oh, it's true. Oh, okay. Oh, that's disappointing, isn't it? He's let us all down. We thought he was a strong man. That we did. Yeah, but no. He's just another little weakling. He's like a little baby. That's what he is. I bet he's crying, isn't he? Because his tariffs haven't worked. The stocks are falling, they plummeted, they did. And now all of a sudden, since the pause has been announced, the stocks have risen. But will they recover? Before Donald Trump took office? I doubt it. Maybe crypto might. But, you see, they're all gaining at the moment, so, that is a good thing. Maybe we can all get back on our feet. But still, the tariffs are more than what they were before. Now, what Scott Bessent was saying, that moron, the man who's pretty much saying how wonderful the tariffs were and how great everything was going to be, and, just a few days ago. And now they capitulated. The reality is set in. But China is seeing their tariffs increase because they retaliated. So they say. That's probably just trying to justify this whole tariff thing. There won't be long before they'll be, U-turned as well. He's trying to make it look like it's a jiggling about of the tariffs and not actually a complete capitulation. Now, Donald Trump, what are you saying there back there, Sebastian? What is this all about? Do you want a treat? There he is. Okay. All right. I've got the other one down there as well, but you go one. Yeah, the treat. There it is. So anyway, what he considers as the worst offenders will be paying more, but generally speaking, it's going to be 10% tariffs, which is the same as the United Kingdom got. Yeah. So he now says the higher rates will be paused for 90 days, and instead the reciprocal tariff will be 10%. So what they're going to do is, I would hope, they're going to do what you're supposed to do if you're going to implement tariffs. You do them selectively. You apply tariffs to maybe certain products. Let's say, for instance, electric cars, EVs, for instance, to bring up the price of the Chinese imported EVs. So, they can compete. All right, it's on the same sort of level playing field. But still, don't buy Tesla. All right, boycott 'em. So, again, China's going to get its tariff 125%. Everything you buy is from China. So you're still going to be paying through the nose for it. All the manufacturers, what have you, still need Chinese components. Oh, damn me. Remember, he only announced this, was it last Thursday or something? It was last week's, anyway, it was big leaderboard, and it's like, yeah. But no, he's now backtracked on his tariffs. So early on Wednesday, that China introduced an 84% tariff today, on US imports after Donald Trump imposed a 104% tariff on China. He didn't think they were going to react, did he? He was hoping, and they have. And this is just, it's going to cripple them. It's going to cripple the United States economy. You just can't. You can do selective tariffs for China, but the idea that you can just literally do this blanket tariff on everything, we're talking about stuff like bags even, stuff that your packaging comes in. A lot of that comes from China as well. It's not just electronic components or your iPhones, or I think they're made somewhere else now, aren't they? But, all the shit that you're buying from China, it's all the stuff the manufacturers need. Manufacturers that are based in the United States. All those prices, I guess, 125%? That's stupid, let's be honest. That is stupid. Actually, I thought these tariffs were going to bring back all the workers. All the factories are going to come back to the United States. And all the people who were working, in the federal government and were sacked by Doge, I thought they were all going to be working in the factories, the little screws. What they were going to be doing? Little tiny screws. Lots of little tiny screws, they said. Fucking hell. Thumb screws, I reckon, in Donald Trump. The damage that he has caused to your country and every other country around the world, just not knowing what's going on. And God knows what flipping Keir Starmer, the United Kingdom, is going for at the moment. They already had 10% tariffs. Oh, well, it's not really good for us, is it? Well... Oh, dear me. So the market's completely and utterly, they tanked, they did. And now there's a little bit of a surge, all right? It's just a reaction. This is just sentiment. That's all it is at this stage. It's not anything more than that. So they will recover somewhat, and they're going to go stagnant again and just fluctuate like they normally do until the next stupid thing that Donald Trump does. 125% on China. Oh, it's just nuts. Now, Scott Besant, he was talking to the press earlier with Caroline Levitt, and it was just pathetic. It was like they were just trying to justify, there he is, just trying to justify the actual decision, the U-turn. Try and make out that it isn't a U-turn. That's exactly what it is. It's a U-turn. It's capitulated to the other countries because the US's economy and the stocks have plummeted and federal bonds, the whole lot has just gone to shit, Which means you have no money. You don't have enough money to do what you need to do. It's madness. Well, Scott Besant said, every country in the world who wants to negotiate, we will be willing to hear you, he said. China's tariff has been raised 125% due to their insistence on escalation. What about the EU? Has they said anything about the European Union yet? But no, actually, they did say the 10% tariff is going to be every country on the world. But the tariffs weren't put on to Canada and Mexico. The 10% is. Okay, so they've just been added into the mix. We're going to work, he said, on a solution via our trading partners. We're going to work on a solution. So they're going to do bespoke deals, which really is what you should have done in the first place. If that's what you really want to do, is try and bring back some form of manufacturing to the United States. You can't do it all. You're not going to get it all back to the United States. It don't work like that. Not anymore. We are a world economy. And the fact of the matter is, the United States wants to sell to the world as well. And I know what you're going to say, well, there's a deficit, Oh, they sell us more than we buy more from them than they buy from us. They're generally smaller countries. Of course they're buying less, you plonkers. Let's be honest. Donald Trump, okay, is a moron. Plain and simple. If you disagree, please leave it in the comments down below. If you agree, just give us a nice little like, will you? Sneaky, eh? Well, so Caroline Levitt, she went on to say about, you obviously haven't read the Art of the Deal. She goes, crikey, these people. So the White House Press Secretary, Caroline Levitt, well, she's now holding her news, well, she's already done that. She says that Trump has raised tariffs against China because when you punch at the United States, of America, but the President Trump is going to punch back harder, he is. Well, I'll tell you what, it's actually the other way round. They've punched back at the United States. You see, when you apply force a tariff on another country is either equal or greater force in return. And when you consider the amount of stuff that you buy from China, you're kicking yourself in the bloody face anyway. It's just stupid. It's just really, really stupid. I understand tariffs, but this was not the way to go about it. Just not. And they keep going on about flipping Reagan. Now, Reagan did a big old speech about tariffs, when he was alive, all right? And in that speech, he pretty much said tariffs are bad news. It creates protectionism. And it affects your trade at home and abroad, and also your relations with other countries, you see. Trade embargoes, it's pretty much what's happening now, So, she says that more than 75 countries have reached out to Donald Trump to negotiate. Yes, they settled on his old chocolate starfish, they did. Apparently. It's probably a lie. And they have been overwhelmed by the amount of requests. Oh, overwhelmed. Oh, he's so strong. Oh, the pressure. In the meantime, there will be a 90-day pause, apparently, on these tariffs. Which is a way to just kick them in their long grass, isn't it, Sebastian, eh? That's, don't you? He knows more than Donald Trump, I tell you. We have long, meaningful conversations, don't we, Sebastian? Like we do, we talk about tariffs. It's a beautiful word, it's a beautiful word, tariffs. My favourite word in the world, it is, In the meantime, there'll be a 90-day pause on reciprocal tariffs as these negotiations are ongoing and the tariff level will be brought down to a universal 10%. Ooh, like I said, Mexico and Canada are also included in the 10% tariffs, and markets, because of this, the Nasdaq has obviously gone up, and everything's it's recovered somewhat, but hasn't recovered. Will it not? Who knows? We still don't know what's around the corner, do we? And Donald Trump, he might wake up in the morning and say, what am I going to do today? Let's cause some mischief. This is a spectator sport for him. It really is. It's all about how it makes him feel. He wants to feel powerful. He wants to feel, like Emperor Ming, right? He's going to be summoning the storms next, that he will. Oh my Gideon, this is all self-inflicted. The fact that he screwed your economy in the United States and fucking dabbled in ours as well and damaged it. Well, it's self-inflicted. Done it to himself. Just like Elon Musk and the state of his shares, the value of his Tesla plummeting, and also his value plummeting. That was self-inflicted. That's what happens when you're a cunt, if you know what I mean. Oh dear. Anyway, apparently, Mr. Ludwig, whatever his name, he was in the room when Donald Trump was writing his Truth Social post about delaying, postponing or pausing these tariffs. And Trump's statement, I'll just give you Trump's statement, and then, they're lovely, you've got to have Trump's statement, didn't you? Crikey, I've got to read this, haven't I? So here is the Truth Social statement in full, all right? Based on the lack of respect that China has shown to the world's market, I'm hereby raising the tariff charged to China by the United States of America to 125%, effective immediately. At some point, hopefully in the near future, China will realise that the days of ripping off the United States of America and other countries is no longer sustainable or susceptible. So all of a sudden, it's all about the other countries as well? Ripping off the... He's full of shit, isn't he? He's literally full of shit, orange shit at that, So conversely, and based on the fact that more than 75 countries have called representatives of the United States, including the Departments of Commerce, Treasury and the USTR, to... He didn't write this. He did not write this. This is not how Donald Trump writes. Somebody else has written this. No. Fraud! That's what he is. He's a fraud. To negotiate a solution to the subjects being discussed relative to trade barriers, tariffs, currency manipulation and non-monetary tariffs, and that these countries have not, at my strong suggestion, retaliated in any way, shape or form against the United States, I have authorised a 90-day pause and a substantially lowered reciprocal tariff during the period of 10%, also effective immediately. Thank you for your attention to this matter. For a start, he ain't going to say thank you for your attention to this matter. Ludwig's probably wrote that. Donald Trump didn't write that. Donald Trump is crying in the corner somewhere. He's been told off. That's what's happened. He's had his just desserts. Maybe they locked him in the cupboard. Let's hope. Anyway, what do you reckon? It's just as did Donald Trump capitulate, or is it the art of the deal? Let me know in the comments down below. At least 7 words, please. I really, really want to know. I can't do it in 1 word. No, just a good yes. I don't know what part of the conversation that you've actually responded to. But yeah, it'll be very, very much appreciated. But please just boot the old like button. And if you want to support the channel, alright, you can do that on Patreon, or you buy us a coffee. Links are down below. And do you know what that does? It'll feed a dog. And it will. One, or I've got another one down there. This is little Dora. Come here, baby girl. No one can see you. Oh dear. Anyway. Do that on Patreon or buy us coffee. Links down below, but also there's memberships as well. And apparently you got the link down for the membership. You should be just below me somewhere. But anyway, I will have a look. I'll see if I can put it in the actual description as well. So anyway, have a lovely day. And love to the family. And just let me know what you think, because this is just getting ridiculous. It really is. You can't take that flipping buffoon seriously. You really can't.